There are many bishops, preachers, teachers, leaders, those of you that are in very key places. You have left your wife, the wife of your youth, the wife that you were given in marriage for your mistress. You have left your wife for your mistress. You have left your wife for your mistress, and many of you you guys didn't even skip a beat. You didn't skip a beat in your ministry. You didn't skip a beat of doing the things of God. You have not skipped a beat in your tours. You have not skipped a beat in just handling and the things of God and counseling. And God is saying a time of repercussion is coming. A time of judgment is coming. Many of you quickly asked me to forgive you, but you never sat down under my hand for me to correct you. Many of you ignored my words. You ignored my words when I told you not to divorce your wife. Many of you ignored my words when I told you to end the relationship, but you did what you wanted to do, and then you came before me and expected me to bless off on your new marriage, to bless off on your forgiveness. But see, this was premeditated. You knew that you were going to do what you were going to do, override my will, and then ask me for forgiveness. And that, my child, is manipulation. And God is saying, I have not blessed off on your new marriage. I have not blessed off on your relationship. My spirit is not with you in your ministry. My spirit is not with you in your teachings. My spirit is not with you on your tours. It does not matter how the crowd is being moved. It is simply your gift that is operating regardless. Many of you have gone against my word. You have repeatedly cheated and left your wife for her. Your wife suddenly became a problem, a thorn in your side, because she wanted to hold you to the things of God, hold you to your marital vows, hold you to the principles of God, and you considered her to be a nuisance and a problem. As you continue to get more and more in your ear from the adulterous woman, the woman you have now made your wife, and I'm here to tell you that the gates of hell and the jaws of death are opening up on that marriage, because that very woman who brought you out of your home, who caused you to ignore my voice and my word, will be your trap and your downfall. Because you not only left me, you left me for the spirit that operates in this woman. God is saying, even though she's a child of God, and she could have been, and she is mine, she has chosen to disobey. And it is not her fault only, because you have choice. God is saying, I'm not blessing this ministry that you're in. I'm not blessing the works of your hand. I'm not blessing any of those things, because you went against me and made yourself an enemy of me. And you feel that you can do sins and ignore my voice and then come around and try to get me to bless off on mess. And God is saying, I'm not going to do that, because you went against me. You went against me. You had a premeditated forgiveness in your heart after I've done this thing. God is saying you shall live with and experience the consequences of your actions. Am I not God? Am I not still God to your ex-wife? Am I not still God to the children you have walked out on? Am I not still God to the children that you don't even support properly? I am God to them, and I will be just in them, and I will be kind to them, and I will vindicate them. God is saying consequences are coming for your choices. You made your mistress your wife. You made your mistress your wife, and you parade this abomination. You parade this marital abomination in the eyes of others. And then on top of it, you use your position and your word and your charisma to sway the minds of others to say this is right. And then to shun those that have stood before you and said, Pastor, this is wrong. Bishop, this is wrong. Teacher, this is wrong. You turn others against that person. But God is saying, I've seen it. And in these last days, there will be a falling out. I will shut up the wombs of these women. This woman that you want to give birth, I've shut up her womb. You cannot have children. That's the works of my hand. In many cases, your days will be shortened. You have not gotten away with anything. Sickness and disease and plagues and things and calamity shall come upon you. And it's not because I am a vengeful God. I am a just God. And when you follow after darkness, when you build my church on darkness, when you build my ministry on darkness, when you expose your children to darkness based on your own selfishness, you open up yourself to darkness. You're simply getting the things, the wages of the sins that you have constantly followed after. And so my hedge must be removed for you to walk in those things that you have desired and broke up your home for. I'm building up your wife. I'm building up my rose that you broke and you shattered. God is saying, I'm building her up. I'm building your children. You have left them, but I am the head of their household now. You walked out of your place of position and protection. I am now in the place of position and protection for this woman. I am now in the position of protection and coverage for my daughter. I am now in the position of protection for her and the children. I am now providing and laying things down for her and laying straws and barley and things for her in those positions, in places that you decide you will not pay her child support. You found a very good lawyer, some of you, that was able to rob her from what she was entitled of. But God says, I am going to take care of my daughter. What you were able to acquire and attain through the legal system, God says, I am going to vindicate her, and I'm going to cover her, and I'm going to provide for her, and I'm going to show her how the less that she has is so much more. But God is saying, rest assured, my eye is upon you. What you have done to this household, you will be held accountable for it. It doesn't matter who have told you it's okay. You have offended and gone against me, gone against my commandments. God is saying, I've seen it. I've seen it. Your rest will not be long, because the time of vindication is coming for what you have done to the innocent, what you have done to those who trusted you, what you have done and the things you have used your power to accomplish against those who were defenseless. This is the word of the Lord today.